Hello everyone and welcome back to Souls from LP, of course, game your operator and narrator Soul. Welcome back to the Pegasus expedition. Things have kind of spiraled a little bit out of control from the last time, or from the last episode, I guess, and we're kind of now in a war with the Tamernian Empire. We really didn't want to because our resources and our supply lines are not exactly built up. Unfortunately, we don't get much in the way of a choice. Things have gone sideways. So what we're going to do is we're going to start building up some transit stations to get our supply lines up and running. This does take a fair bit of rare earth metals. That's about all we can do at the moment. We'll have to grab the next two in the next couple turns. But fingers crossed, let's see if we actually start getting some fleets back in for some support for this war, because we have to hit Anaba, and we have to hit it hard before the Empress can conglomerate her entire force there and leave us in a very, very bad situation. Fingers crossed that nothing is going to be kicking off. No one's going to be trying to pick fights. Maybe. Uh-oh. We've successfully occupied the bow system. That should help our settling efforts. Certainly. Well, turns out it's actually just desert. But it's habitable nonetheless. It's not ideal, but it's something. We'll need better worlds to build something the scale of the Unity and Nove Bruno colonies we used to have in the Milky Way. But it's something. Please follow me, sir. We've got some organization to do. Cool. Director? What's the matter, Carolina? Nothing specifically. I'm just a little disappointed. We're running away from a war, only to bring it here. We are the invaders here, Director. It isn't the first time in the history of humanity that people have been forced to invade. Can you blame them? I know. That's how it goes sometimes. I don't disagree with what we're doing here. I just don't like it. How did you end up being a soldier if you dislike war this much? Well, it was one of the few career opportunities available that didn't come with a price tag. Besides, isn't a soldier who dislikes violence a lot better than a soldier who likes it? You know, the war junkies? There must be more to it than just the price tag. He wouldn't have been this successful otherwise. Don't get me wrong, sir. I like the army. Just like firefighters probably like their job, while also very likely dislike the fires. It isn't that simple. And I'm fine with this job I have now. It's far too important for me not to. Though it is less simple, less exciting, and less fun, too. But we're not here because of that. I'll do just about anything that needs to be done here, whether I hate it or not. I know the stakes. Glad to hear that, Carolina. Alright, we got a lab up. We have transit stations already done. Pegasus armor has been researched. Very nice. We might have to do some building up of some things here shortly. But what else do we need on the research tree? Increase the damage of cruisers by 25%? That'd be not too bad. Reactive hull plating. Increase the health of all flagships by 125. That's really, really good. Bioweapon. We're going to stay away from bioweapons if we can. Let's grab... Orbital infrastructure might be a good idea. So we'll grab the Hermes radar array and then orbital infrastructure. Alright, well, I'm still not seeing those relief fleets come in, which is making me really nervous. Man, well, we gotta get a move on here. We gotta get moving. Move that fleet up. Let's grab another transit hub there. I don't have enough rare earths for anything else. Do I want to hit them? Kind of want to hit them. Kind of really want to hit them. But I'll wait one more turn and get some more HP brought in to the flagship from that self-repair protocol. And then we're going to have to pile on them as hard as we can. It's going to be about the only way we're going to make this work. We have to push to Anaba. We got to make the push, and we got to make it quick. Some fleets have moved around here. A little worrying. And we got some more fleets moving in there. That's great. Reinforcements from Earth. Ooh, the Earth has provided us with one more fleet, sir. It's the best they have. Maybe there'll be enough to win Anaba. What do we got? Hey, we got some fleets. We got some fleets that need a little bit of work. What do we need? Increase the health of all units by 15. Increase the damage of all units, because I think this is a fairly hefty mix. Oops. By 10%. And we'll increase the damage and damage reduction of all cruisers and frigates by 10%. Yes. Ooh, that's a beefy fleet. What else do we want? We have 3 fleets here with a whole lot of power behind them. And unfortunately, that's all the bonuses we can do. That's right, where are we going to put them? I'm going to drop them right here. So what we'll do is we'll take these 3 fleets. And we'll push them over to this side. Obviously take our most powerful in and try and hit their most powerful. Fingers crossed and see if we can do it. This might not be the best option out there. Oh, we gotta do a frontal. We have to do a frontal. Where's the ideal spot to hit them? Well, they're going to hold the line. If I pile in like this, mix it up. That way there's no retreat. %60 edge to casualties. Ugh. Let's hit them. Try to overwhelm them. Well, it was where the stations were located. Oh man, we are taking some hits. We're taking some bad hits. Not good. And we still have victory, but I don't think we're going to have the support to take over the next area. We might have enough with the artillery. Maybe? Oh, this is going to be Ferric at best. This is going to be Ferric at best. Yeah, we're going to wind up retreating. All right, let's send in the next wave. Yikes. That one hurt. Frontal, slam him again. This should be fairly quick. Should be fairly quick. Eating us alive. We are Well, this one's in the bag, but man, the cost to take this system. Holy cow. That's a lot of ships down the drain. This faction has entered the final and total form of mobilization in the last effort to stop their destruction. It may be wise to proceed with care. Alright, I guess we'll see on that one. Oh, we are roughed up in the... Oh, we are bloody. Beaten bloody. Alright, let's grab these 3 fleets. And move them up. We're gonna have to hold there for a hot second. Because I don't think we want to do anything with this area up here. Not much we can do. There's a lot of trouble that could come back this way at 79. Wow. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We don't have any resources to do anything else with anything, so let's just hit the next turn and see what we get. Gonna get pushed back? We might. You never know. If I were the roar, I would push back. That would really screw up our entire plan. All right, what do we got? Director. We're about to send a report to Earth to your European Parliament about our progress. I bet they're already asking whether we found some cure-all miracle and are ready to come back. To be honest, it's not far from that. The situation here doesn't look too bad, but we haven't got an awful lot to report yet. There are no miracles. It'd be better if they didn't expect one. They're fighting a losing battle back there, and they're holding a very thin line around our solar system. No wonder if they're getting a little desperate. So, what do we report? Ooh, that's a good question. Do we give them false hope, or do we hit them with the truth? Well, if they're fighting tooth and nail, maybe false hope might be better. Telling them we're all doing well and it's looking good. I bet they could use some good news for a change. Great, let's heighten the unrealistic expectations even further. To be honest, they need more propaganda than truth right now. I agree. They'll be making quite big sacrifices soon, and it's better if they think they're all worth it. We need them to buy us some time, unwittingly or not. If you think this is how they'll give their best, then sure, go ahead. We'll send the report. Let's use the time they are buying us well. I feel bad. I feel bad. It makes me feel bad, real bad. Let's take this fleet here and send them in Virora. Get this fight on the road, shall we? Again, isolated in 2 different locations. Do I want to split them up? We are significantly more powerful than what they are. I think if we hit them from 2 sides, we should be good. Do some fire support to the secondary group. Tip things over in their favor a little bit faster. Because we could probably use a little support in Team 2. Yeesh. Okay. We'll save our missiles. This is 100% uncontested. Perfect. Little damage, couple ships lost, but nothing too bad. We'll move the other 2 groups up. Everything is in place. All units on standby. Admiral Reed's plan is that we make a concentrated attack against the enemy formations present in the Anaba system. The Empress should be present on the surface of Anaba 1, the Tamernian colony in the system. Once the enemy fleets are neutralized, we will land on the planet. How are we going to divide our forces? As far as I understand, we cannot move all 3 fleets in simultaneously. Correct. And sending in detachments of all the fleets unaccustomed to cooperate on the operational level is simply not a good idea. Exactly. That means the approach has to be conducted in 3 sequential waves, 1 fleet at a time. Yeah, best of luck to those in the first wave. We've got a local numerical superiority, but it'll take a while before it starts to matter. We haven't determined the order yet. It'll be done as soon as the fleets move out. The decision is ultimately in your hands, Director. And when we've supposedly defeated the enemy fleets, we land on the planet's surface, you said? Yes, it has a shielding system powered by the planet's core, meaning we need to soften it somewhat, and then we land the planetary invasion forces, hopefully capturing the Empress. Alright, sounds potential. Likely the best we can do. So this is it. We'll find out how this is going to end very soon. Do your best, Little D, Director. It's up to you and our troops now. Don't worry, we'll survive this. Yeah, let's go. Fingers crossed. I'm sure it'll be. I'm sure it'll be free. Another frontal? Dropped it in Anaba 2. Oh, let's hit this command station. Do it up. We'll gently remove the rest with our heavy hitting missiles and just get rid of these guys. Peace! Enjoy your nukes! We got some long-range artillery actually ruining our day over this way. Get rid of those guys. Alright, uncontested. Moving in. Still good. Still in the roll. Alright. Defeat imminent, eh? That's not good. How will we bring everybody else up? Yeah? Yeah? There we go. Oh, that does not look very good. That looks actually a lot closer than what it should be. Well, we're doing not bad. Not too bad. Their artillery is focusing on our artillery. We got him. Victory is ours. Oh. Oh. Well. I don't think that was good.
At that moment, we thought we had won. That we had everything under control. But we had set off a chain reaction inside the planet. We tried to pull the landing force back. It was too late.
Ooh, whoops. Well, we blew up Anaba. So that sucks. Even more so because that was supposed to be our colonizable system, and we kind of, whoops, we kind of blew it up real bad. Oh wow, and these fleets are in rough shape. Let's get the self-repair protocols up and running on these guys. They might need it. I can't afford that for them. Well, shoot. Well, I think we got the Empress. Maybe? Maybe got her? Yeesh. What else are we going to do here? Yes, we're going to fight, and if we get driven back, we get driven back. Also, I'm going to nuke the crap out of these guys. Centralized defenses sounds good. Have some missiles. Yeah, this is a toss-away fleet. Cause as much damage as possible. And we are winning the battle. Holy cow, that was different. We turned the tide on them on RAF 1. That's pretty good. Oh, we're going to be doing battle at the core here, aren't we? Can't swing it fully our way. Again, this is just to soften them up a little bit for everybody else. All right, Garrison Fleet, let's do this. No survivors. Hold the line. Here we go. I don't even know if you guys are even worth using missiles on. Probably not. Victory imminence in both directions. You know, we will launch some missiles that way, though. Just to kind of tip the tables. Get out of here. Hold on a second. Did I lose all of my busted fleets? I probably did, didn't I? Galactic reputation noticed. Sir, our recent actions have started to change the way we are viewed by other factions of the galaxy. Neither Empress Soluk nor the Royal Clan ever cared much for us, but their views are becoming more widely accepted. We should watch our behavior. This may eventually develop into a tricky situation, to say the least. Well, thank you, Evan.
4 days after Anaba, the planet was still burning, but the consequences were slowly becoming clear. We were desperate to achieve at least something, and fast. So when we finally got here, we came in with force and very little patience. It wasn't a real surprise where that led us. The Tamernian Empire was the pinnacle of civilization in the Pegasus galaxy, and it took us less than a year to put an end to that. To us, this place is just a means to achieve an end. The Tamernian Empress died at Anaba. That victory was a miracle aided by pure luck. Now, we don't need luck or miracles anymore. There is nothing standing in our way. We've gained a foothold, for sure. But to make it permanent, we need to start settling people here. And for that, we need suitable worlds.
Well, Anaba might not be the best one out there, just saying. The Empress Satan Soluk is gone, along with most of the Tamernian Anaba fleet. Nothing on the surface or the orbit of Anaba 1 survived. We got the planet blown up, all right, and killed the Empress we were supposed to capture. A big chunk of our landing force was too close to the planet, too. That sucks. So what the hell happened there? Nobody told me we were going to do that kind of thing. We weren't. That wasn't entirely planned. Yeah, we were softening up the shielding infrastructure. The rest was a complete surprise. So one could say it was a very lucky accident, but it hardly matters now, Miss Yurik. It's war, and these kind of things happen. Well, yeah, but you can occupy a planet or blow up a planet, Dr. Lorenz, and we just did the latter. We're setting a precedent here, and it ain't a pretty one. Perhaps, but the situation within the Empire has developed rapidly in recent days. They don't have a clear heir to the throne. Well, this secession crisis can't be good for their war efforts. No, most certainly not. Their chain of command was very centralized around the Empress, so without her, they seem to be struggling to remain functional. Given that there are rumors of more than 3 claimants to the throne, all backed by some of the army formations, for the moment, it looks like we are no longer considered to be their problem number 1. Really, even after Anaba? It's almost a little insulting. Well, I mean, blew up a planet. It is a little. Ugh. So what's the situation in the Anaba system? Is there anything noteworthy left? Well, a big part of the planet's outer core detonated itself once we overloaded the planet-wide shielding system. I won't go into detail, but it's pretty ugly. You know, debris and remains floating all around. Anaba 1 is gone for good. Fortunately. Some other planets may support minor outposts, but the Anaba system has certainly lost its significance. Very well. So, what now? What's going to happen inside the Tamernian Empire remains to be seen, but the second in command of the late Empress Sulik, Admiral Arak Hanori, remains actively hostile to us. He has rallied the remnants of the Anaba fleet group behind the front lines and is clearly planning a counter-offensive. His chance of success shouldn't be that good given the losses we've inflicted. I can't blame him for not trying, though knowing when it's time to give up would be good too. Admiral Hanori was a close associate of the Empress, and likely a lot more loyal than the rest of the top brass. He has to be quite upset about her death. So, for the moment, we should prepare the best we can to fake Arak's counter-offensive. That's what we'll do then. Alright, so we have a counter-offensive to worry about. We've lost 1 fleet. Gained another. But Iraf is no longer under our control. How about we send one of our bigger boys on back and deal with one of those little problems we have here. Who's got missiles? Nobody's got missiles. Unable to flee if attacking this system. Honestly, I should probably take both of these groups back there with me. Easy now. Can I... Is it control? There we go. Yes, it was control. Well, let's hit him and push him out, shall we? Take it back. Get out of here. There was a whole lot of no retreat on this one. Which might be fitting, I guess. Ooh. This might be a lot closer than I thought it was. There's 2 defensive groups in the next system. Or the next, on the next planet. Artillery's doing work. But so is theirs. Evenly matched. Now we're losing. Shoot. No retreat. Well, that's 1 fleet down against something that should not have gone that way. That's really weird. Again, hit him like a wedge. Overwhelm. I'm legit upset about losing that fleet. What is doing all this damage? Or why are we not doing any damage? It's weird. Their artillery sucks. I think they've taken out our artillery. Let's speed it up. I'm gonna try and fall back anyways. What do we gain? Was it worth it? Eh. The so-called Nemesis fleet of this faction has been destroyed, and with it, likely any hopes of turning the tides in their favor. Well, that's good. At least that's a thing. At least. Alright, Mr. Turner, you need some repairs and maybe some replacements. The entire fleet is gone. And I don't have anything built in system, do I? We'll get a command station built. And that should give us access to a fleet yard. So we have a fleet yard a little closer to the front line. But this guy will come back to Zaka, the main shipyard, and start getting work done there. Everybody else. Ooh, once that shipyard's built, I think it's probably a good idea when we get a couple other things set up here. And maybe an upgrade here for Anaba. We're gonna start looking at front lines here, aren't we? They're already built, set up. I could build a shipyard here. A lot of resources. I need to start worrying about resources as well for everything else, don't I? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's not too bad of a run, I think. Secure capability for long-term presence in the Pegasus galaxy. We need to settle planets that can support human life well. Find and secure these planets by any means. I need to find and establish 4 settlements. We need to defend against the return attack. Let's have a chat with who's in the... Oh, hello, Perron. Sir, the pressure from home sure is heavy. It's always complicated when your superior is a politician instead of a soldier. This is understandable. It's not politicians wanting to play generals this time. They're just genuinely worried. I believe you're right, but they'd actually help by not trying to meddle. Maybe, but meddling is what they do. Yeah, not much else we can do at the moment here. Let's end turn and have our fingers crossed and hope nobody decides to try and punch us in the face right off the bat. We do have our main fleet at Anaba holding well. Where can we set up a defensive line? Oh, I didn't get to read that. Chapter 3, the Tamernian campaign.
After all, we made it surprisingly easily. The Tamernian Empire had just needed the final push over the edge to completely fall apart. And we were here to take advantage of that.
Cool. Maybe cool? There's finally some clarity emerging about the situation in the Tamernian Empire. Huh. What's the situation? Have they chosen an emperor? There are 2 families with blood ties to the now extinct Solican dynasty. The Rofini and Oi houses, all claiming the crown. But neither of them are very powerful, so there are plenty of warlords and governors acting on their own now. And you call that clarity? Absolute chaos is a pretty good summary of that. Sounds almost like they're all just waiting for the Empress to die. I'm sure they were. We need to exploit their internal weakness while it lasts, at least when the others seem to have left Admiral Iraq pretty much alone to fight us. The situation certainly is something they won't be solving anytime soon. Well, at least on their own. Well, we need to continue our offensive, that much is clear. But do you want to consult with the Earth War Council, Director? We could just go on. Unnecessary bureaucracy just slows things down. Even just counseling gives signals of goodwill and unity. I think we should be giving those signals right now. And we should figure out together what to do about this Tamernian situation. Yes, right now it's more about diplomacy than military strategy. But will we summon the Earth War Council or not? Summon the EWC. We need to maintain a united front. Very good. I will contact Admirals Reed and Medan. What do we got? Stations are expensive but effective piece of infrastructure to add to systems that are either safe or in a good location to use for defense, but don't have enough building slots. To construct stations, first construct a command station in the system. I think that is exactly what I did. Now the issue is the power issue. The question of power, if you would. You, sir, are going to be going all the way back here. You should be strong enough to hold with the garrison fleet once it gets built. And we have 2 more turns before that becomes a thing. So who down here will be able to assist? Not much of anyone. I'll slide you up there. And we got 2 more fleets. Also in dire need of getting patched up. Upgrade a command station in Anaba. Let's go see who wants to have a chat with us. You certainly weren't too happy about how things turned out. Well, no, I wasn't. Of course, our victory in Anaba was very important, but still. Wasn't there any other way? What even happened down there? It wasn't intentional. We apparently hit the planet's central power generating structure that had been mainly built inside the planet, with quite destructive consequences. When we decided to target it, did we know what would follow? No. I see. There's really nothing we can do about it now. I know. I just don't like causing civilian casualties. Even that whole expression is obnoxious. You say you caused a civilian casualty while you actually got an uninvolved person killed, and hide it behind that. Depersonification is what it is. Sounds like you have some previous experiences with this. Well, yeah, you know, I was in Nova Bruno, leading the 1st and 2nd divisions of EU PIF, the Planetary Invasion Force. And you know how bloody that got. I don't think your people exactly shot anyone there. Only was that simple, but it never is. I've told myself that we did all we could, but it just wasn't enough sometimes. Alright, so Tamernian Empire has been defeated. We got a splintered factions in its place, which is fine. We still have a little bit of the Rourke clan left. We should probably clean up at some point. Care, are you... You're not joined by anything else. Right now we have 1, 2, 3 systems we really need to hold. And then clean up what's behind us. Orbital infrastructure is completed. We want more armor plating? That's all flagship focused. No, solar harvesters would probably be really good for energy. And that is probably going to be one of our biggest problems here moving forward. We're barely at the cusp as is. But we'll have to see. Got nothing to build in that system, which sucks. We do have some buildable in VR. Hollow and no minerals. Volcanic and hostile wildlife. Not really much of anything here. And of course, there's Anaba, which is not much here. Aye. Okay. We got some locations behind our lines here that we really need to get up and running and fix our resource problems, because man, do I not like having these low resources. Hollow and high gravity pull, not much there for us. Well, you got a lot of buildable locations. Well, not much there. Worth it. This is barren. We got fuck here. We got the oak. There's research outpost already. So we got these three systems here we're probably going to want to bring up to snuff. Barren and no atmosphere. This should be good for industrial outposts, I think. And this is going to have to be probably another industrial outpost. All right, let's hit the end turn one more time and see if we have enough to maybe do something about that. Maybe we will, maybe we won't. And hey, look, our allies actually did something. Hey! Somebody punched the Aurora right in the face over here. Very nice to see. About time. I was starting to wonder if anyone was even giving a damn over here. Good to see you guys do something. Uh-oh. Sir, good news. The first EU SOF operative unit has finished its training and is now in Zaka, ready for action. This will hopefully ease our intelligence situation. We were working with a somewhat lacking understanding of the situation due to not having eyes further behind the lines. Very good. How about training more of them? If you deem this unit useful enough, we can train more. For larger scale training of EU SOF units, we'll need a specialized facility. It goes in our formal language by Intelligence Bureau, but it's basically be a base of operations and a training facility. Yes, I said if you deem them useful enough, Director. But the fact is, there's a lack of tools for reconnaissance and espionage, and this is what we have. Or could have. We'll send this unit on a mission and see where we could construct a bureau. Ah yes, Madan. Welcome, dear colleagues. We have convened to decide on a common stance toward the remnants of the Tamernian Empire. We've been at war for months. What is there exactly to be decided? Well, there have been some internal developments in the Empire. Admiral Arak is bitterly fighting against the Zeus-slaying fleet around Anaba, but the rest of the Empire has now officially collapsed into a civil war. That just makes it easier for us, doesn't it? Well, we've got some quite clear signals that the rest of the now de facto independent warlords don't feel the Empress Suluk's war against us is really their war. Apart from Admiral Arak of the Hanor clique, they don't consider themselves to be at war with us. Well, Arak's resistance remains rather stiff for now. You know what? Be better to pick them off one by one. Removing the Hanor clique would be a lot easier if we decide to interpret the situation similarly. That our war is with Suluk and her allies, not the whole Tamernian civilization. Well, I agree that does make sense. I still believe we should take over most of the former empire in the long run, though. So we could change our official interpretation of the situation later, once the time's right. Correct. There's nothing stopping us from renewing the hostilities at a later point, even if we now decide to accept their stance of not being a part of the war. Good. So we will recognize the neutrality for the time being. We should keep up meeting regularly. Really? What for? The Tamernian are now only a group of small independent factions. There are no real threats around. It's still a good idea to make contact. We're not going anywhere, Admiral Ferran. Now we should insist on it. No, we really think it's necessary. We can convene the East WC whenever you want to, Admiral Ferran. Yes, you people do as you will. Very well. Thank you. A little grumpy around that, wasn't he? Sir, we managed to repair the flagship of the recent Nemesis fleet we defeated. It has now been deployed. It's not made by us, but it can still fly and fight. So why not? Oh, cool. Duras has declared war against the Hanor clique. Correct Clean has declared war against the Hanor clique. The Toe Clan has declared war against the Hanor clique. Suck it. Enjoy your civil war, bud. I have an empire to maintain and correct. Selecting and moving operatives. You can select an operative by left-clicking this icon on the star map or its card below. Hold Control to select all fleets and Shift to add or remove from your selection. You can move your selected operatives along the lanes between the stars by right-clicking on a nearby star system. Each operative has 2 movement points that it regains at the start of each turn. Traveling across an intersection costs an additional movement point. That is understood. We have our operative. Well, we better send an operative and do operative stuff. We do have another habitable world over here. And over here as well. Where to send the operative? Let's send the operative down this way. Alright, now how about volcanic and hostile wildlife here? We have no minerals. We need to build an outpost. Still not enough. 688 materials? Boo. Burn one more turn. One more turn under the belt and we'll see what happens. We got our mining facility set up here and we'll set our operative to work. What are we going to do in the long run? I don't rightly know. Like, the chapters seem to be kind of moving at a very brisk pace here. I don't know if this is a good thing to do. But we'll find out. The boosted minerals would be very nice. I'm a little curious if we can upgrade some of these things. There's no upgrade option. That's a whole lot of minerals to upgrade. Like, look at... Where am I going to have 3,000 minerals? That's weird. That's whack. I don't have that. Get out of here. Nothing to build in Anaba. Nothing to build here. It's just these 2 systems. Excuse me. And I think next turn we're going to rebuild this outpost at Bow. I forgot to set the operative to do something. I am stupid. Whoops. Well, here's hoping nothing happens or nothing kicks off. That'd be really embarrassing. It'll be fine. It's all fine here. So far, so good. All right. Vieira's got its power plant up and running. And Bull, we need to get this place active up and running. Industrial complex for you. We don't have enough resources for a governor, but we should set somebody up. Baron and no atmosphere. We build another outpost? No, we're just shy. That's fine. Solar harvester research is complete. Nice. Toad mobile defense station contingent. That's not bad. But let's start working on these planets we already have. There's an option to remove or ignore the toxic hazard as a construction restriction. That'd be very nice, because I think a lot of our planets in the back have a lot of toxicity to them. But I think in the meantime, we'll worry about that for the next video. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming out and checking out the video. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. It does help fight the algorithm, and I do appreciate all support on that matter. In the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful evening, and I'll see you in the next video.